Hey everyone, it's Neil Patel, and today's another day of e-commerce unlocked. And today we're going to be going over B2B sales. I know we've discussed B2C sales quite a bit, but there's also a lot of room in B2B. See, in B2B, people aren't as price sensitive and they can pay an arm and a leg for your product or service. When you think about B2C, people want lower price points, there's shorter sales cycles, fewer decision makers, right? People just go like on Amazon, be like, I want to go and buy this. But in B2B, it's a lot more different. Sometimes there's wholesale channels or distribution or reselling channels. You may have to sell to big organizations like schools or even school districts or nonprofits, or large organizations like a Microsoft or IBM that can take forever to sell into. There's also higher price points. But when you're going through this process, you'll also find that most of it is done through salespeople, and it's not as low touch as B2C. Hence, the price points are higher as well. Since we've already covered how to market in B2C, I want to focus today's lesson on B2B because there is commerce online in B2B as well. It's not just B2C. So let's first look at the general typical B2B sales process. It goes all the way from someone coming on your website to they're interested in something, then they become a lead. Then you end up having a call with them. This is what's called a discovery call, where they're just learning, you're learning. Then if it's a good fit, you have a strategic plan. This is a presentation where you go over your product, your solution, how it can help them. And then your last meeting is the decision meeting. Now, what's not shown here is in B2B, there's a lot of middle steps. So you may have multiple phone calls. You may have a presentation with someone, and then their boss may want to see the presentation again. So you have to do it all over again or send them the recorded version. But let's dive into each step. First off, there's the call preparation. This is where you receive a lead and a confirmation of an appointment, right? It's matched to you. You get a lead, someone's interested in your product or service, and then you end up setting a call with them. You also have to check out that lead. Is it qualified? Is their website good? Is their budget good? How big is their business? Do you think they can afford your product or service? It's not like B2C where everyone can just pay, $10, $5, whatever it may be, to buy from you. And sometimes you're selling things that are $10,000, $100,000. So the buyer market is much more limited. Hence, you have to see if they are truly qualified. And you need to get to know their business and understand that if you can help with their problems. So some homework for you or your sales reps is to, if the lead is junk or fake, cancel it. If it's good, make sure you prepare and you want to go towards the next step. The next step would be a discovery call. You want to get to know the lead on a personal level. What are their pain points? Why are they interested in your product? What else have they tried? How long have they been facing this problem? When are they looking to move forward on a solution? By understanding their problem, you can then tailor your sales pitch around what they're looking for. So some homework that you want to give them is a questionnaire that allows you to better understand their business. And that could be questions like, what's your budget? What are you looking for? When are you looking to move? What are your ideal features? All these things, so that way you can understand if you can provide them the solution they're looking for. And once you get that, your next step is to schedule a call with them and the decision maker. The key is decision maker, because you don't want to be wasting your time with someone who can't sign off on the deal within roughly 7 days of getting the questionnaire. And the way you do this is on that call, you have a strategic plan. And that strategic plan, you want to demonstrate your business, the cost, your product, how it can help them solve the problem, how it's going to make their lives easier, save them time, ideally even save them money. You can create that sense of urgency by wowing them. If you show case studies, this helps a lot in B2B. You want to know what appeals to them and really understand them, because that's how you're going to be able to close a sale. A homework assignment for you is you want to send a recap presentation to them, as well as everything that was discussed, as well as any unanswered questions. And then you want to go over payment and pricing within that presentation as well. Of course, in B2B, bigger price point, not everyone buys right away. So then you're going to have to follow up. Maybe you have a decision meeting where you go over any last minute questions. You may have to redo parts of the pitch if they are confused or they want to go over anything. In other words, you want to identify and resolve any remaining unanswered questions or issues that they may have. So think about everything as objections, and you want to answer those objections. You need to understand, they need to understand what you're going to be giving them, the plans, the deliverables, the executions, all of the stuff that they can put in a contract or you can put in a contract. And the homework assignment for you is try to get the deal closed and then break down onboarding, and then welcoming into your ecosystem or company. Now that you know how to close B2B leads, let's go over where you can find them. One of the best places that I like going is LinkedIn. It's not the sexiest social network, but hey, they have over 690 million users, and it's the best place for B2B. They have this tool called Sales Navigator that'll help you a lot. It'll allow you to find the ideal people that you want to target, from groups to industries to interests. It breaks it all down. It's a great feature. You should definitely check it out. So when you get that data from Sales Navigator and you find the ideal person, also look for the person's job title. You want to get ideally a manager position or a director position or a VP position, because those are the people that can typically make decisions. You can either import those leads into your CRM like Salesforce or HubSpot and then start contacting them, or you can start reaching out to people on LinkedIn as well, which works well. In B2B, what you'll find is relationships are everything. It can take you 90 to 120 days to close, sometimes even longer if your price points are in the 6 figures or 7 figures. So you need to be patient. And one way to really help build your relationship is to make sure your profile is filled out correctly. Good headshots, good bio, a lot of text, endorsements, recommendations, involvement in a lot of groups. You want to highlight projects that you've done well on. Like here's examples of my profile with skills and endorsements and recommendations. It all really does help. And then of course you want to join active groups that are related to the industries that you're going after, because by being active, you'll also start getting inbound leads, and that'll help. So one example that I want to go over is knobs.co. It's a great example if you follow the B2B e-commerce space. They have a really strong conversion process and they've done exceptionally well. So check them out. Go to their website. You can learn a lot from them. This is your chance to analyze someone who's doing extremely well. So some action items for you. Go to neilpatel.com/training. If you're already not there, click on eCommerce Unlocked, week 3, lesson 3. And I want you to download and track your leads within the B2B deal tracker worksheet. It's an Excel file, and of course download your B2B script, modify it based on your products. It'll help you step by step. Now next week, which is the last week of eCommerce Unlocked, I'm going to be going over setting up ad campaigns on major channels, understanding metrics like cost of goods sold and ROI, and much, much more. I'm also going to give you step-by-step approach to what works on each platform, and of course in-depth case studies for e-commerce as well. Thank you for listening. I look forward to helping you generate more e-commerce sales.